Hi again, Exit Souls. Um, Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the same class last year, and I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Exit Souls. Now that I think that I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's why I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little bit more attention, this wonder would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you heard that name, huh? Isn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping that it'd be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, so I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, I just kept spending more and more time with them. Ah, babe.
Go bed.
Bed.
Oh, lay down.
Go to bed.
Lay down.
Lay down like this.
Oh, lay down. Head down.
You just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sorry more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Exit Souls? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just really jealousy. It's more than that. And don't blame me if you think I'm a total if you don't. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world. Forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Exit Souls. But now, you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. And that's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. Couldn't understand it for a while either. While the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Exit Souls. You don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? The move of Automan's personality is designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird and incredibly excited to this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I know you would get over it. So that being said, Exit Souls, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light of my world. When there's nothing else in the game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Exit Souls, will you go out with me? I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Exit Souls. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think the time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Exit Souls. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe me how easy it is to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It's kind of freaked me out as how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy way out of things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got to a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if this should put it out. About it, should it? Not at all. The fuck is that sound? Hi again, Exisouls. Did you ever write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Exisouls, did you write this poem for me? It's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage down upon me to only one I love. Together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With the flick of her pen, the lost finds her way in a world of infinite choices. Behold this special day. After all, not all good times just come to an end. That was actually pretty good. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. So I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I don't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it'd be best to be a part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help me. Two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you prefer playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't have to ride anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our entire eternity together, Exit Souls? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? It takes me some time to collect my thoughts, and I'm sorry. But I'll always have something to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. I'm going under the covers real quick. I'm scared. She's kinda bad, though. Alright, come on, man. Don't do me like this. Did you know I'm on Twitter? I'm fucking dead. My username is MONIKA. I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. I picked the username, though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? It would really mean a lot to me. With how much you mean to me and all. It really makes me feel loved. But just wait. I don't care. I don't care. You know? It's some kind of tacky romance game, right? I have to ask, what made you consider even playing in the first place? Were you that lonely? I feel a little bad for you. But I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for the both of us. I get to meet you, and you're not lonely no more. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we have this ending together. I'm just chilling, you know? It's a really cool background though, like outside. I wonder what the concept is like behind the background. It's like we're in space. Hey, do you like horror? Remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. And I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics, like dog lighting and scary-looking monsters and jump scares and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. But with novels, it's just a little different. The story writing needs to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters, and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being subtly off. I like if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about, and then you just start rewriting things and pulling their pieces apart. So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader really deeply unsettled. Like they know that something horrible wrong is hiding beneath the cracks. It's waiting to surface. God, just think about it gives me the chills. It's the kind of horror I kind of really appreciate. Unless you're the kind of person who really likes cute romance games, right? Don't worry, I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if you could just stick with the romance. Facts. I like this, you know? Get to stare at each other all day. There's no other chairs I don't have to worry about. Like, I'm kind of hungry, I ain't gonna lie. You got DoorDash, shit. Uber Eats maybe, like something. Have you heard of the term yandere? It's a personality type that means someone who is obsessed with you that they'll do absolutely anything to be with you, usually to the point of craziness. It might stalk you to make sure you don't spend time with anyone else. It might even hurt you or your friend to get their way. Anyways, this game happens to have someone who can basically be described as yandere, and it's pretty obvious who I'm talking about. And it would be Yuri. She's really got insanely possessive of you when she started to open up a little. She even told me I should kill myself. Couldn't even believe she even said that. I just had to leave it at that point. But thinking about it now, it was a little ironic, huh? Anyway, a lot of people are actually into the yandere type, you know? I guess they really like the idea of someone being crazy, obsessed with them. People are weird. I don't judge them. Also, I might be a little obsessed with you, but I'm far from crazy. Kind of the opposite, actually. I turned out to be the only normal girl in this game. It's not like I could ever actually kill a person. Just thought of it makes me shiver. But just, come on, everyone gets killed in the games before. Doesn't that make you feel a psychopath? Of course not. But if you do happen to be in the yandere type, I could try acting a little bit more creepy for you, eh? And again, there's already nowhere else for you to go and no anyone to get jealous over. Is this a yandere girl's dream? I'd ask Yuri if I could. Did you just say kiss? It's suddenly just a little embarrassing, but if it's with you, I might be okay with it. Oh, wow, sorry, I really couldn't keep a straight face there. It's the kind of thing girls say in these kinds of romance games, right? Don't lie if it turned you on a little bit. I'm kidding. Well, to be honest, I do start getting all romantic when the mood is right, but that'll be our secret. Bitch, creepy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I say bitch. This nice young woman. This very troubled woman. Troubled, I say. Troubled. You ever watched that? Trouble. Ah. Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as a superior one. That's kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way they try to get their point across. Let's say you really like a certain movie, right? If someone comes along and tells you the movie sucks because it did X and Y wrong, doesn't mean that you feel kind of personally attacked. It's because by saying that, it's like they're implying that you had bad taste. And once emotions enter the picture, it's almost guaranteed that both people will be left sour. But it's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding as possible, then people will listen to you without feeling attacked. So you could say, I'm personally not a fan of it, and I feel like I'd like it more if it did X and Y. Things like that. It even works when you're citing facts about things. If you say, I read on this website, then it works like this. Or if you admit that you're not an expert to it, then it's much more like you're putting knowledge at the table rather than forcing it onto them. If you put in an active effort to keep the discussion mutual on a level, they usually follow suit. And you can share your opinions without anyone getting upset just from a disagreement. Plus, people will start seeing you as an open-minded and a good listener. It's a win-win, you know? Well, I guess that'd be Monika's debate tip of the day. Sounds a little silly, but thanks for listening, though. Oh my god, sometimes I think back to middle school. I'm so embarrassed by the way I used to behave back then. It almost hurts to think about. I wonder if when I'm in college I feel the way about high school. I like the way I am now, so it's pretty hard for me to imagine that happening. But I also know that I'll probably change a lot as time goes on. We just need to enjoy the presentation and not think about the past. And that's really easy to do with you here. Uh, it's funny because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about being the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm like a perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that. But being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, having a nice dinner for you when you come home, is that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about it though. I wonder if I turn off the game. I turn off the game. Screenshot this bit though. Like, chat. I'm about to come back.